too many lies in boxing. It's too many fucking lies. There's a lot of content creators that's creating narratives in boxing that don't need to be created. Because you're a fan of a certain fighter, bro, be a fan of the whole entire sport. People should be happy when fights come on. It doesn't matter if it's pay-per-view. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm a fan of the sport. You know, H, what up, bro? What up, my nigga? My broski. Yeah, with this new crib and shit. Had to get away from that motherfucker. Yeah, you already know, my bro. It's been a while. Yeah, but I'm back. Nah, man, nigga been shadow banned a little bit. But I gotta come on and cook. You know, all these motherfucking lies and narratives, man. You know, I just want the fighters to get the biggest paydays. You know, that's all I want. You know, I don't mind Bud going to get his biggest payday ever. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, that's his legacy. That's what I come to realize. Like, you know, we can't change people's opinion because, you know, people want to force people to believe that these niggas was them niggas at a certain time when it only took one fight and the nigga name blew. You feel me? But let's be honest. If you take away the Spence fight, the Porter fight was ass. You know, they friends. They real homies, you know. They sparring partners. Like, I don't know. Porter wasn't Porter. Plus, both of them was under Victor Conte at the time. But I don't even care about all of that. But the key thing is, like I tell people, if you take them fights out away from Bud, we wouldn't really be screaming his name because, you know, Top Rank wasn't really doing nothing with these people, you know. And now that, you know, these fighters know what I mean? I'm looking at it the wrong way. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it, all right, now, these niggas is really bullying Turkeys getting that money. You know what I mean? Yeah, straight to the sauce, eh? You know, these niggas really bullying Turkey getting that money. And it's high demands for that. That's why now Turkey really trying to lowball niggas. You know what I mean? But, yo, he did that shit, man. I was looking at that shit a whole different way. And when I finally seen it, I'm like, damn, I like this right here. We over there taking, like nigga, we got our foot on their motherfucking neck. You know what I mean? Even if that shit come in Bitcoin, niggas, them niggas get like 20 million in Bitcoin, bro, and Bitcoin go back up, you know how much money that shit gonna be? Half of these niggas probably be billionaires in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? And I'm just keeping it real, you know. I got family fighting this weekend. You know what I mean? A main event rematch situation. You know, out in Mexico. Hopefully, you know, family get to bring it back. You know what I mean? My nephew-in-law get to bring that shit back. You know, it's gonna be a good joint, you know. But it's all about how Zapata to come. You know, we already know William Zapata gonna throw over a motherfucking 1,000 punches. You know, but is he gonna be on PEDs juiced up down there? I had no idea. You know how Mexico be. But shout out to my nephew-in-law, man. Shout out to Tev, you know. Got a rematch, you know, got a rivalry. You know what I mean? And no best twin, you know. Hopefully he bring that shit back across the border, you know. And I love to see him and Shakur go at it. That'd be a beautiful fight. You know, that'd be a beautiful fight. And yo, you know what'd be a beautiful fight to me? Jesus Ramos Jr. versus Xander Zayas. Yo, that'll be a fucking banger. I was thinking about that. I'm like, Fedora, because I was rewatching the Fedora fight with Tim Tszyu, and I said, damn, that nigga cut Tim Tszyu here with his forearm. What the fuck? This nigga got katana blades on his forearms? I ain't, man, Fedora dangerous. You. I agree with you. I agree with you. I want to see him. You see, I just want to see Canelo fight Benavidez. You know, what I'm telling people is like Canelo already got 2 losses. So Bud like beating Fedor, going to beat Fedor, take them belts. Go over there to beat Bachram, take them belts. And then all of the little up and coming niggas that got names that you can make millions with, you fight them. You know what I mean? Like you get the Boots fight, you get the Virgil fight. You can get the Brian Norman. Know what I mean? You can get a Ryan Garcia. Know what I mean? Because he can definitely get a Ryan Garcia at 154. Ryan, big as shit. It's just weight classes. We gotta understand, when these niggas walking around weight, they that. These niggas just shrink their body down to a certain weight class. But that's how Bud could collect all his dollars, you know what I mean? Disclaimer, I don't own none of the motherfucking copyrights. But that'd be a good way, to generate his millions. But Canelo bring it to the table. But like I tell people, man, like the nigga already got losses. I would have rather seen like him Boots, him Virgil, him taking them losses, and really putting on, because at the end of the day, don't treat people how you was treated. That's the thing, and that's why everybody fuck up at. They treat people how they was treated. You supposed to be a trendsetter. You supposed to change the game. You supposed to be a trendsetter and change the game. And the reason I say that shit is because all of them niggas that denied you, well, they didn't really deny you. They just ain't fuck with Top Rank. You know what I mean? And in 2018, before you fought Jeff Horn, he could have went to PBC, and from 2018 on up, he could have fought Danny, Keith, Laura, guys. He could have got the Pacquiao, Broner. He could have got all of them fights. You know what I mean? But he didn't. Even at 140, when he was at 140, AB was there. AB was at 140 when Bud was there. Before Bud got a belt, AB was the fuck there. But like I tell people, like motherfuckers be forgetting, like bro, you been around for a very long time, and every weight class you been at, certain niggas was there, and your name wasn't ringing. Your name wasn't ringing. Know what I mean, nigga, you was at the prelims opening up. So now when you get the opportunity, and Spence put you up here in that fight, he catapults you to a whole new level thanks to Al Heyman PBC. It's always thanks to Al Heyman PBC. Because Al Heyman ain't gonna come out and tell people what it is. Know what I mean? So that's why people are always gonna throw third on a nigga name who build brands. I mean, the nigga sign brands. He don't sign a fighter. When you sign the Top Rank, you sign the Golden Boy, you signing your life away. Your name. You know what I mean? You the fighter. But with Al Heyman, it's your brand eating. You, your niggas, your brain, your LLC. That shit is eating. And if people were smart, they can be, you make double the money. Because your promotional company getting paid, and you the fighter getting paid. You know what I mean? Think about it. It's always a business move, man. But sometimes, you be having these slick ass backdoor advisors / managers back there, scheming. Money longer than train smoke. You know what I mean? Like Samson, that nigga money longer than train smoke. He can feed you what you need. That nigga money longer than train smoke, man. You think them niggas need turkey? Bro, like, y'all people gotta understand, like, Riyadh, shout out to Riyadh, you know what I mean? Shout out to Turkey, But their money is different from American money, man. That's what we motherfuckers gotta understand. Man, Floyd, listen. One thing about Floyd like a Jay-Z. He don't want nobody to be better than him. And I think he sabotaged that Spence fight, And the reason I say that, because, we got to remember, Spence broke. He busted Floyd's nose open when they was scoring, and he dropped AB the same day. If I'm not mistaken, that shit was like 2015, 2016. Spence sparred him. He dropped AB, and he he busted Mayweather's nose. But one thing about Bud full of shit. Bud had the opportunity in 2018 to sign with PBC and he didn't. He ran right back the motherfucker Top Rank, you know, and got the Jeff Horn fight at 147. Remember that Pacquiao went to Australia to fight Jeff Horn and they robbed Pacquiao. Pacquiao beat the dog shit out of Jeff Horn and they robbed Pacquiao to give Bud that fight, which was what, the WBA, the WBO or the WBA if I'm not mistaken. It was one of those titles. You know, and that's crazy. I do not own the copyrights to that fucking music. This fucking dumb ass spit. Fucking up my music, man. Dang, nigga. Like, man, I like the PBC. You know, I fuck with I like Top Rank, but like Top Rank right now, you know how they develop their fighters. They fight nobodies. You know, they don't create pay-per-view stars no more, and they always get sued. This is what motherfuckers do, right? And this is why I laugh. And this is why I say Bob Arum hide these niggas. Now I mean, he keep these niggas safe, and he tell you. Bob Arum tell you. Bob Arum will tell you if you's a superstar. Bob Arum will make you a fucking pay-per-view superstar. Cause I be hating the narrative when people be like, oh well, Tank had Floyd. Well, nigga, Bob Arum had Ali. That nigga had Tyson. That nigga he the one that signed Pretty Boy Floyd. He had Floyd. He had Oscar De La Hoya. But remember, Bob Arum used to create pay-per-view stars. When you become a champion, a prize fighter, when I was growing up, you become a pay-per-view star. That's what it was all about. You getting millions of motherfucking dollars. But when you dealing with like people right now that's fucking up the narrative to the game, just be crazy. And people be talking bad about people's resumes. It's like when Shakur talk bad about people's resumes. Nigga, who did you fight when you was at Top Rank? You fought nobody. That's the crazy thing. Listen. This is the trick. This is the trick to Top Rank. Top Rank won't make you a pay-per-view star, but they will make you an undisputed champ, and then you'll lose it. People gotta remember. Top Rank had the belts for a while. Then when PBC got them and started collecting them, when Spence running around collecting them, remember they stripped Tank Davis 2 fucking times, man. Just to get that belt. Soon they strip him, Loma will grab the belt, fight for undisputed till he'll get it. Or another person to get it. Like, that's the only thing they do, because they won't make you to a pay-per-view star. Because Bob Arum will tell you, I don't believe you niggas. I don't believe you. You don't sell tickets. You don't sell out. So if you're not selling tickets, selling out, you ain't doing pay-per-view. But the key thing to promote their fights is what? Mention Tank name. Instead of the fighter, instead of not mentioning his name and you building your own fan base about you, not around you mentioning Tank name. And that's what a lot of these fighters do. They mention Tank name, Canelo name, like whoever popping. And then you'll have other niggas like Virgil or Lion-ass Ortiz talking about he's sending out contracts. And then niggas lying to me, oh, Xander Zaya stepped up and signed the contract, and the whole time the nigga was fighting Madrimov. Like, I be telling people, like, yo, these niggas use people, they clout chase, man. Like, these people clout chase, man. And that's all they do. They use another fighter name just to promote their shit. When they really not popping, they don't really do numbers. And you got niggas out here really doing numbers. It's like when a nigga saying, bro, it's a high risk, low reward. A high risk, low reward. If a nigga selling 10,000 tickets at the gate, that's $1 million. How the fuck that's high risk, low reward? If the venue holds 20 and the nigga got 17,000 in the nigga, 17,000 in there, how? People gotta make it make sense. Give me 1 second, y'all. It's my chat. Five minutes away. No. Yeah, but Shakur fought nobodies. Shakur fought a whole bunch of nobodies. Shakur had a chance to show us that he was amongst the elite when he fought Edwin De Los Santos. Bro, we look at you. When we look at Shakur versus Edwin, a lot of people like, oh, Shakur gonna beat the dog shit out of Edwin. But if you're a true fan of the sport of boxing, you know that ain't happening. That wasn't happening. And you know that was a fucking, now that was a robbery. He could have put in, Edwin De Los Santos could have went the Devin Haney route, but he didn't. He stood tall like a man. He could have went the Devin Haney route, got on that Nevada commission, and that was the New Jersey, right? New Jersey State Athletic Commission, hop on their ass and hopped on the WBC ass because it'd be like, yo, y'all showing favoritism. The reason y'all showing favoritism because the nigga been a champion. He been a WBC champion. I do not own the copyrights to this motherfucking song. These niggas, man. These niggas worse than Keith Sweat. Niggas be crying for the coochie, man. Niggas be crying for the coochie, man. I swear to God, these niggas be crying for the coochie, man. You supposed to be playing the bitch. Y'all niggas tell me I'm a pimp, but you crying for the coochie. Soft ass niggas. Yeah, but make a long story short, the WBC already had a report with Shakur Stevenson. At 126, he a WBC champ, unified. At 130, he's a WBC champ, unified. So, as soon he get his chance to fight for the WBC vacant title at 135, and what? Soon he come up to 135, he got a title. He got a title fight. He come right up to 125 with a title fight. He's not even ranked at 125, at 135. His first fight at 135 is a title fight for the WBC title, and you're fighting Edwin De Los Santos. You had a chance right there to show the world that you are amongst the elite. You know how many fucking Edwin De Los Santos Tank beat? How many elite fighters Tank beat? Tank always do good numbers. Tank always do 250 to 350K all the time. Listen, I told niggas, I predicted Tank and Lamont doing 100K to 250K pay-per-views, and they did way over that. I think they did like between 270, 320K in pay-per-views they did. And that's good. Tank always do pay-per-views because that's what PBC is. Pay-per-view. They gonna make sure it's pay-per-view. But like, when you a PBC, your brain eat. You know? Your brain eat. When you with top rank Golden Boy, you gotta fight the fight. Like look at the fighters they got in front of them. And nigga, listen, I'm gonna ask y'all a question, right? How you fighting like Barenchek, right? I want y'all to go watch Barenchek versus Navarrete. Barenchek is ass. That motherfucker is ass. He was the only corny fucking champion at 135 that held the title. And that nigga was ass. And people, I watched people, oh, Keyshawn fighting a warrior. Barenchek was ass. Barenchek got a title because of the Ukraine war, nigga. We're gonna keep that shit tall. Lomachenko got the title from Kambosa. Oh, then he won the war. Barenchek, the week after, in a 2-week span, the week after, Barenchek fight. What he do? Get a title, go to war. Then Usyk become undisputed, then go to war. Like, this shit be great, this shit be fake. And that's what Top Rank and all them niggas do. Top Rank, Queensberry, K2, Promotion, Golden Boy, motherfucking, Matchroom, Eddie. Eddie just a snake in the suit, man. He'll sell you right the fuck out. He a snake in the suit. Sometimes the nigga make promises he can't keep. He make promises he can't keep. And then when your contract up, he want to fulfill your promise. And then be like, I told you I was going to get it, but no, nigga, you supposed to been get me that. Because now you just made me miss out on this opportunity when I could have been already fought for under a unification fight. Then I could have got this fight. Know what I mean? You feel me? But I do not want to copyright to these soft ass nigga shit, man. You hear this shit, man? These niggas be soft, man. Softer than baby shit, man. But yeah, man, but Like I tell people, ain't nothing gonna change that shit, man. You know, people looking at TKO. TKO just gonna be another contender. Remember Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy had the series on TV on Fox 29, and Fox Sports, the contender. You know where Ishmael, all of them niggas came from. Ashley Thornpay and all them niggas. Oh my God, what the fuck? These niggas, damn. Damn. Oh my God. They fucking up my life for real. Yeah, it does take two to do those type of numbers. But you got certain fighters doing numbers themselves. That's doing for Tank to be doing 300K himself. Fuck Lamont. People don't know. See, people. Oh my God, they fucking up my life. I do not own the copyrights to this shit. You see YouTube speakers out here. It's cars. I can't stop them. But yeah, all right, like for instance, we're gonna put Floyd, right? Floyd, Andre Berto coming off Laos. Floyd versus Berto, look up them numbers. That's Floyd that did them numbers. You know, Pacquiao versus Margarito. Everybody knew Margarito was the cheap, but Pacquiao did them numbers. Canelo versus whoever. We already know Canelo doing them numbers. Oscar versus whoever. We know Oscar doing them numbers. Trinidad doing the numbers, etc. All them niggas doing the numbers. But when a mega fight come, we see some shit that breaks the bank. You understand me? But Shakur not that. Shakur don't sell. For people to say Shakur versus Tank is a 50-50 fight, where? The nigga don't knock nobody out. For something to be a 50-50, Spence Bud was a 50-50 fight. Why? Because they knock niggas out. They put niggas to sleep. Know what I mean? If you put Keyshawn versus Edwin De Los Santos, that's a 50-50 fight. Why? Because they both knock motherfuckers out. They put people to sleep. You feel me? They put people to sleep. That's a 50-50 fight. You feel me? But when you got like two big names coming in, Tank Ryan 50-50 fight because they both knock people out. We can't call Dev and Ryan a 50-50 fight because Dev's pedal hands. He don't knock nobody out. If we go the distance, you know they're gonna rob everybody and give it to Dev. But when it's time to put somebody to sleep, he the one gonna go to sleep. And that's the key shit that's out. Now, I mean, I'm only keeping that shit tall, man. I'm only keeping it tall because a lot of people, like I said, they're gonna create narratives and not gonna keep the real. They're not gonna be real about the situation. And niggas, oh my fucking God, this shit again, man. These motherfuckers, man. Yo, they need to pay me, man. They didn't call me DJ Poppy, man. They gotta pay me, man. Fuck. All type of music. Nigga, them niggas get you Spanish R&B. Them niggas get you all that shit, nigga. Oh my God. Now you niggas give you the beat nuts. Ain't this about some shit? Oh shit. Yeah, but with a lot of people, I be trying to tell people and make people understand that there's a lot of BS going on. Niggas gonna keep creating bullshit narratives and people gonna believe that shit. Yeah, I got them doing that. Shakur easy knocker. He gets the fight. Yeah. Nah, see, that's the whole thing is Shakur. One thing about Shakur Stevenson, Shakur ain't got no fight right now. You think he calling anybody out? Shakur run around talking about he the boogeyman, bro. You got nobody on your resume. But when you got niggas like Tito Mercado, motherfucker, Jadier Herrera, niggas that got names, young lions that got names, you ducking them, bro. Cause you know they knock you the fuck out. Who you gonna fight? You gonna fight Tio knock you the fuck out. I'm telling y'all, Tio gonna put him to sleep. Shakur not like that. You know, like, plus his hands fucked up. Like, come on, bro, what's a 50-50? Bro, your hands is fucked up. You can't apply pressure. You can't hurt nobody but hurt your hands. Know what I mean? That's the fucked up thing right there. You feel me? And I don't even believe that shit, man. I don't even believe that shit. They just using that hand shit as an excuse because he don't hit hard. I don't believe in none of that shit, man. I'm telling y'all. Because I watch, I'm about to be 41. I watch when a nigga hurt his hand in the ring. I watch when in the streets I hurt my motherfucking hand. Nigga, you not throwing that shit no more. You know you late. And you know. You break your fucking hand in the joint. You not throwing that shit again. You not, you're not doing none of that. You're not doing none of that. You feel me? And that's why I tell people, like, if you hurt your, like, how you, yo, you fight a nigga that ain't had no RPO at all. Nigga had no training, had a 3-day notice. The nigga was working on Eddie Hearn's house, and he told Eddie Hearn, yeah, I box. Eddie Hearn said, yeah, and gave him a check. Gave that nigga a check to change his life. Nah, man, now look, the nigga out here, 3-day notice, bro. And you saying you fucked your hand up, you broke your hand again, and you drop him with the same hand you broke. Like, bro, that's bullshit. Y'all better watch when Floyd fought and hurt his hand. He never threw that hand again. Y'all better watch when Lomachenko hurt his hand. He ain't throw that shit again. And I'm pretty sure when any of y'all was in a fight out in the streets and you broke your hand, and we both know, even when we broke a knuckle, we ain't throw that shit again. We used a whole different hand. Yeah, I wish too, you know, but he see one thing about Tank, and everybody know, like, we see robberies every day in boxing, you know, and that's what's gonna happen. Like our like Laura versus Canelo. Laura beat Canelo. Laura outboxed him. He landed the most punches. He jabbed him all night. Canelo couldn't touch him. Canelo was frustrated. He couldn't touch Laura for shit. Laura was beating the shit out of him. And what happened? They robbed him. But then that's when he gave us James Kirkland, a heavy puncher, a monster. What'd he do? Put the numbers on the board. Got him out of here. Go to sleep, nigga. Put the nigga right to sleep. Nah, man. You know, I love this shit, man. I'm right here, alright?
Dad, what? When we done, we'll leave the room. Go home.
Yeah.
Not coming?
Yeah. You know? And that's the only thing I get mad about it. Huh? What happened? What happened?
When are you heading home?
In a little bit.
Huh?
In a little bit. There's always robberies. That's why they gotta get them nut ass judges out the way. See, good. Got the African joint on. Oh, the Gucci joint. That joint. I thought it was a motherfucking what's the nigga name? Sinbad joint. They had the joints in the 80s that was popping. So you bringing that joint back out. Top amateur right there, man. You know, it be the judges. It be the judges doing that shit. The judges be robbing niggas. That's what they do all day, man. Like I'm gonna be real. I just want people to go back, right? When Floyd got that PVC deal and got that 150 million, I just want y'all to go watch all his fights. I'm gonna name you 3 names, but I'm gonna name you 1 name that's gonna be there all day. The first name that's gonna be there all day, that judge name is Dave Moretti. Dave Moretti. That's 1. Second, Tim Cheatham. Third, Steve Weisfeld. But number 1 is Dave Moretti. Number 2 is tied between Tim Cheatham and Steve Weisfeld. But I promise you, go back and watch every Mayweather fight, you're gonna see Dave Moretti there. When the Madonna fight, Moretti was there. that motherfucker was there. That's why I say it be these judges, man. These judges be like Terrell Gachet. He got robbed. And my phone about to die. He got robbed. Elijah Garcia ain't beat it. Terrell was beating the dog breaks out that boy. He got robbed. I'm a sports prediction. I'm gonna go charge my phone. I'm gonna hop back on this joint, but I'm gonna subscribe to your channel soon. I'm gonna subscribe to you, bro. And we got a link. I like this. We got a link when I go live when at the crib. I'm gonna pull you on. We gonna hop on the motherfucker. You know what I mean, and just build. But I'm gonna charge. I get it, y'all. Have a blessed, beautiful day, y'all.